Staten Island is the third largest borough of New York City and is home to around 480,000 New Yorkers, connected to the world via four different bridges and the Staten Island Ferry. The Staten Island Ferry's entire system route spans a little over 5 miles along the New York Bay from the northernmost tip of Staten Island to the southernmost tip of Manhattan. The Staten Island Ferry's eight-boat fleet provided free passage to almost 24 million riders in more than 40,000 trips in 2017. The Staten Island Ferry began its operation more than 200 years ago. There were multiple ferry systems running to and from Staten Island prior to the construction of bridges. However, only the Staten Island Ferry remained operational. It was instrumental in the wake of the 9/11 terrorist attack, where the ferry helped transport responders with their trucks and equipment to the site, as well as evacuate victims from the area. Just outside of the St. George Ferry Terminal in Staten Island is the Esplanade, with its expanse facing a view of the New York Harbor and Manhattan. The Richmond County Ballpark is nearby. A trifecta of constructions is currently underway as part of New York City's effort to transform Staten Island North Shore. This includes the Empire Outlets, New York Wheel, and the Lighthouse Point. The Staten Island Ferry is in operation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every year including holidays. The schedule runs regularly within a 30-minute interval and operates every 15 to 20 minutes during peak hours. Passengers must board through the terminals where, upon entering, they may be subject to random search by the police. There are food concession stands, restrooms, defibrillators, and accessibility-compliant facilities in the terminals. It is also smoke-free. Staten Island Ferry is a passenger-only boat provided for free by the City of New York. The trip lasts for 25 minutes from dock to dock. The ferry is maintained by a crew and is kept safe by the New York's finest police department and the U.S. Coast Guard. Life jackets, fire extinguishers, heating, air conditioning, concessions, and restrooms are available on the boat. There are designated quiet zones, and it is prohibited to play loud sounds while on the ferry. The side closer to the Statue of Liberty, as well as the boat's fore and aft, is usually packed with tourists. The Statue of Liberty enlightening the world and the adjacent Ellis Island can be viewed from afar as the Staten Island Ferry traverses New York Bay. The statue is a quiet reminder of America's celebration of freedom and democracy. It's usually a pleasant ride where one forgets the hustle and bustle of work in the city and enters into suburban Staten Island. There is not a lot of marine animals that could be seen from the bay, but there are birds here and there that soar above. The ferry ride wasn't always free. It used to cost 50 cents until the fare was abolished in 1997. The ferry boats weren't always rocking the municipal orange color that is now used, so it can be seen in heavy fog and snow. Boats used to have white paint and then was changed to maroon. You are not stranded if you miss the midnight ferry. Regular ferry schedule runs every 30 minutes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As for videography, the Staten Island Ferry has been part of many movies. The docks are made of wood and are sturdy and well maintained. Although it is common to bump the docks every once in a while, there is rarely any accident on the ferry. All passengers must disembark the ferry once the destination is reached. So, 25 minutes later, clearly without traffic, and after saying my perfunctory hello or goodbye to the Statue of Liberty, I get out of the boat and enter into work mode, or else home mode. It is definitely a trip I enjoy taking daily. As the boat approaches Manhattan, sweetly rocked by the gentle waves of the New York Bay, a glimpse of the lower city skyline comes into view. It is beautiful and magnificent to look at, a prominent representation of New York City, a sight to behold aboard the Staten Island Ferry.